I really like this question because all the time I keep hearing that the millennials are usually self-centered or individualistic and they have their me time. But I think the me time is kind of important for you because that is the time where you really get to grow and learn about yourself. So we're not really self-centered. It's just with so much happening in the internet world and just in general, the YouTube gives you a great platform to learn anything you want, or you can even upload content. So I think there's so much to learn from like the internet itself that we kind of want to teach ourselves so many other things. That is why we become we have the me time.
Something that's kind of been brought up a lot in this conference is that millennials don't want to work for the same company for a really long time. My belief, and I would almost prefer if, I really liked the company and I saw like growth opportunities for myself, I would want to, invest myself in the company. And so then maybe they would invest themselves in me.
I would say it's not true that our generation doesn't get along with other generations, because I would say, personal preference, I would say that I get along with people well. An example is I work with Dawn is a consultant for the Goal Institute, and he is an older gentleman, and we get along great. I work with him every day. We see eye to eye, and when we have a conflict, it's said right there, and it's dealt with right there. So I appreciate the older generation.
And I think the one that is biggest for me is that things are handed to us. And I think that there are certain aspects where it's a lot easier for people my age and my generation to get things, but it's through social media and it's through the internet and it's through all of these opportunities that have never been given to us before. And I think that it's not necessarily handed to us, but it's just made more convenient to get to.
We might work differently, but it doesn't mean our work ethic isn't as strong as the other generations. I think we just sort of had that just as strong of a work ethic, but we make it work how it works best for us.
We don't want to work harder than we should. That's not true. I'm a really hard worker. I really like to put my 100%, but I actually have to acknowledge that I like comfort. For a job, I would like something that will give me an amount of time that I have time for myself, that I don't have to come in a Sunday and do a job that I could easily do on a Monday or on a Tuesday.
There's a perception out there that we're lazy, or we want something for nothing, or we want to go from A to Z, in 6 months. But I also think there's a portion of the millennials that want to be mentored. I find that a lot of companies, they'll train you, you'll get your 2 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever, and you'll have your manager. But I think there should be somebody that's separate from your manager that can help with, what's the future like, what's your next path, just someone else that's outside of your direct report channel.
I think in consideration of my generation, a lot of people think they're technical savvy and they're great with computers, but that is not true. Some people are really good with them, some people can get by, and some people are they're gifted.
I don't like texting. I'd rather pick up the phone and call someone. It's easier. You can get something that you spend 20 minutes texting back and forth with, and you can just get it over in one phone call. And so I'd say not everyone is just a texting or technology guru. Some of us do like the old-fashioned way still.